think so?
Think so, Iago.
What, a kiss in private?
An unauthorized kiss.
Or to be naked with a friend in bed an hour or more, not meaning any harm?
Naked a bed, Iago, and not mean harm.
Do nothing, 'tis a venial slip. But if I give my wife a handkerchief...
What then?
Why, then 'tis hers, my lord, and being hers, she may, I think, bestow it on any man.
She is protectress of her honor, too. May she give that?
Her honor is an essence that's not seen. They have it very oft that have it not. But from the handkerchief...
Oh, I would most gladly have forgot it. Thou saidst, oh, it comes o'er my memory as doth the raven or the infected house, boding to all. He had my handkerchief.
Aye, what of that?
That's not so good now.
What if I had said I had seen him do you wrong? Or heard him say...
Hath he said anything?
He hath, my lord, but be you well assured nothing he'll not unswear.
What hath he said?
Well, that he did. I know not what he
What?
did.
What?
Lie.
With her?
With her, on her, what you will.
Lie with her, lie on her. We say, lie on her when they belie her. Lie with her. Zoons. That's fulsome. Handkerchief. Confess. Handkerchief. To confess and be hanged for his labor. First to be hanged, and then to confess. I tremble at it. Nature would not invest herself with such shattering passion without some instruction. It is not words that Shakespeare thus. Pitch. Nose, lips, ears, lips, handkerchief, confess. Oh, possible. Oh, never.
Work on my medicine. Work. How is it, my lord? Have you not hurt your head?
Dost thou mock me?
By heaven, I mock you not. Which would bear your fortune like a man.
A horned man's a monster and a beast. Did he confess it?
Whilst you were here, overwhelmed with your grief, a passion most unsuiting such a man, Cassio came hither. I bade him anon return, and here speak with me. For I will make him tell the tale anew. Where, how oft, how long ago, and when he hath and is again to cope your wife. I say, but mark his gesture. Marry, patience, or I shall say you're all in spleen and nothing of a man.
So here, Iago, I shall be found most cunning in my patience, but dost thou here most bloody?
That's not amiss, but yet keep time in. Will you withdraw? Now, will I question Cassio of Bianca? He, when he hears of her, cannot restrain from the excess of laughter. Here he comes. As he shall smile, Othello shall go mad. How do you, Lieutenant?
The worse that you give me the addition whose want even kills me.
Ply Desdemona well, and you are sure on it. Now, if this suit lay in Bianca's power, how quickly should you speed?
Alas, poor caitiff.
Look how he laughs already.
Alas, poor rogue. I think of faith she loves me.
Now he denies it faintly and laughs it
I am
out.
the very villanelle. She gives it out that you shall marry her. Do you intend it?
I marry her? What a customer! Prithee, bear some charity to my wit. Do not think it so unwholesome.
Do you triumph, Roman? Do you triumph?
This is the monkey's own giving out. She is persuaded I will marry her out of her own love and flattery, not out of my promise. She was here even now. She haunts me every place. I was the other day talking on the sea bank with certain Venetians, and thither comes the bauble. And And by this hand she falls me thus about the neck. So
Now he tells how she plucked him to my chamber. Oh, I see that nose of yours, but not the dog I shall throw it to.
Well, I must leave her company.
Before me, look where she comes.
Such another fitchew. Marry a perfumed one. What do you mean by this haunting of me?
Let the devil and his dam haunt you. What did you mean by that same handkerchief you gave me even now? I was a fine fool to take it. I must take out the whole work. A likely piece of work that you should find it in your chamber and know not who left it there. This is some minx's token, and I must take out the work? There! Give it your hobby horse, wheresoever you had it. I'll take out no work on it.
By heaven, that should be my handkerchief.
Might you may, and you will not come when you're next prepared for.
After her, after.
Faith I must. She'll rail in the streets else.
Oh, will you sup there?
Yes, I intend so.
Well, I may chance to see you, for I would very fain speak with you.
Prithee come, will
Go
you?
to, no more.
How shall I murder him, Iago?
Did you perceive how he laughed at his vice?
Oh, Iago.
And did you see the handkerchief?
Was that mine?
Yours by this hand. And to see how he prizes the foolish woman, your wife. She gave it him, and he hath given it to his whore.
I would have him 9 years of killing. A fine woman, a fair woman, a sweet woman.
You must forget this.
I let her rot and perish in a dam tonight, or she shall not live. No. My heart is turned to stone. I strike it, and it hurts my hand. For the world has not a sweeter creature. She might lie by an emperor's side and command his task.
That's not your way.
Anger. I do but say what she is. So delicate with her needle, an admirable musician. Oh, she could sing the savageness out of a bear.
She is the worse for all this.
Oh, 1,000 times. Yet, of so gentle a condition.
I too gentle.
Aye, that's certain. But yet, the pity of it, Iago. Oh, Iago. The pity of it, Iago.
If you are so fond of her iniquity, give her patent to offend. For if it touch not you, it come near nobody.
Trap her to messes! Cuckold me!
Tis foul in her.
With mine officer!
That's fouler.
Get me some poison, Iago. This night. I'll not expostulate with her, lest her body and beauty unprovide my mind again. This night, Iago.
Do it not with poison. Strangle her in her bed. The very bed she hath contaminated.
Good. Good. The justice of it pleases. Very good.
Cassio, let me be his undertaker. You shall hear more by midnight.
Excellent. Good. What trumpet is that saying?
Did Ludovico come from the Duke? And see, your wife is with him.
God save you, worthy general.
Oh, my heart, sir.
The Duke and senators of Venice greet you.
I kiss the instrument of their pleasures.
And what's the news, good cousin Lodovico?
I am very glad to see you, Signor. Welcome to Cyprus.
I thank you. How does Lieutenant Cassio?
Lives, sir.
There's fallen between him and my lord an unkind breach. But you shall make all well.
Are you sure of that?
My lord?
Oh, he did not call. He's busy in the paper. Is there division betwixt thy lord and Cassio?
A most unhappy one. I would do much to atone them for the love I bear to Cassio.
Fire and brimstone.
My lord.
Are you wise?
What is he angry?
Maybe the letter moved him, for as I think they do command him home, deputing Cassio in his government.
By my troth, I'm glad on't.
Indeed?
My lord.
I am glad to see you mad.
My sweet Othello.
Devil!
I have not deserved this.
My lord, this would not be believed in Venice, though I should swear I saw it. 'Tis very much. Make her amends. She weeps.
Oh, devil, devil. If the earth could teem with women's tears, each drop she falls would prove a crocodile. Out of my sight.
I will not stay. to offend you.
Truly an obedient lady. I do beseech your lordship, call her back.
Mistress!
My lord.
What would you with her, sir?
Who, I, my lord?
Ah, you did wish that I would make her turn. Sir, she can turn and yet go on and turn again. And she can weep, so weep. And she's obedient, as you say, obedient. Very obedient. Proceed you in your tears. Concerning this, sir, I am commanded home. Get you away. I send for you anon. Sir, I obey the mandate and will return to Venice. Henceforth, Cassio shall have my place. And, sir, tonight I do entreat that we may sup together. You are welcome, sir, to Cyprus. Go, son. Okay.
Is this the noble Moor whom our full senate call all in all sufficient? Is this the nature whom passion could not shake, whose solid virtue the shot of accident nor dart of chance could neither graze nor pierce?
He is much changed.
Are his wits safe? Is he not light of brain?
Is that his? I may not breathe my censure.
What, strike his wife?
Faith, that was not so well. Yet would I knew that stroke would prove the worst.
Is it his use? Or did the letters work upon his blood and new create this fault?
Alas, 'tis not honesty in me to speak what I have seen and known. You shall observe him and mark how he continues.
I am sorry that I am deceived in him.
You have seen nothing, then?
Nor ever heard, nor ever did suspect.
Yes, you have seen Cassio and she together.
But then I saw no harm.
Did they never whisper?
Never, my lord.
Nor send you out of the way?
Never.
To fetch her fan, her gloves, her mask, nor nothing?
Never, my lord.
That's strange.
I durst, my lord, to wager she is honest, lay down my soul at stake. If you think other, remove your thought, it doth abuse your bosom. Any wretch hath put this in your head, let heaven requite it with a serpent's curse. For if she be not honest, chaste, and true, there's no man happy. The purest of their wives is foul as slander.
Bid her come hither. Go. She says enough. Yet she's a simple bawd that cannot say as much. This is a subtle whore. A closet, lock and key, a villain of secrets, and yet she'll kneel and pray. I've seen her do it.
My lord, what is your will?
Pray, Jack. Come hither.
What is your pleasure?
Let me see your eyes. Look in my face.
What horrible fancy is this?
Some of your function, mistress. Leave procreants alone and shut the door. Cough or cry him if anybody come. Your mystery, your mystery. Nay, dispatch!
Upon my knees. What doth your speech import? I understand a fury in your words, but not the words.
Why? What art thou?
Your wife, my lord, your true and loyal wife.
Come. Swear it. Damn thyself. Lest, being like one of heaven, the devils themselves would fear to seize thee. Therefore be double damned. Swear thou art honest.
Heaven doth truly know it.
Heaven truly knows thou art false as hell.
To whom, my lord? With whom? How
Desdemona! Away, away, away!
Alas, the heavy day. Why do you weep? Am I the motive of these tears, my lord? If haply you, my father, do suspect an instrument of this your calling back, lay not your blame on me. If you have lost him, I have lost him too.
Had it pleased heaven to try me with affliction, had they rained all kinds of sores and shames on my bare head, steeped me in poverty to the very lips, given to captivity me and my utmost hopes, I should have found in some place of my soul a drop of patience. But alas, to make me a fixed figure for the time of scorn to point its slow, unmoving finger at. Yet, could I bear that too? Well, very well. But there, where I have garnered up my heart, where either I must live or bear no life, the fountain from the which my current runs or else dries up, to be discarded thence, or to keep as a cistern for foul toads to not engender in. Turn thy complexion there, Patience, thou young and rose-lipped cherubin. Aye, there, look grim as hell.
I hope my noble lord esteems me honest.
Aye, as summer flies are in the shambles that quicken even with blowing. O thou weed, who art so lovely, fair, and smell so sweet, the sense aches at thee. Wouldst thou had now been born?
Alas! What ignorant sin have I committed?
Was this fair paper, this most goodly book, made to write whore upon? What committed? Committed? Oh, the public commoner! I should make very forges of my cheeks that would to send us burn up modesty did I but speak thy deeds. What committed? Heaven stops the nose at it, and the moon winks, and the body wind that kisses all it greets is hushed within the hollow mine of earth and will not hear it. What committed? Impudent strumpet!
By heaven, you do me wrong.
Are not you a strumpet?
No, as I am a Christian. If to preserve this vessel for my lord, from any other foul, unlawful touch be not a strumpet, I am none.
What? Not a whore?
No, as I shall be saved.
Is possible?
Heaven forgive us.
I cry you mercy then. I took you for that cunning whore of Venice that married with Othello. You, mistress, you that have the office opposite to St. Peter and keep the gate of hell, you, you. We have done our course. Here's money for your pains. Pray you, turn the key and keep our counsel!
Alas, what does this gentleman conceive? How do you, madam? How do you, my good lady?
Faith, half asleep.
Madam, what's the matter with my lord?
With who?
Why, with my lord, madam.
Who is thy lord?
He that is yours, sweet lady.
I have none. Do not talk to me, Amelia. I cannot weep. Nor answer have I none, but what should go by water. Prithee tonight lay on my bed our wedding sheets, remember? And call thy husband hither.
Here's a change indeed.
'Tis meet. I should be used so. Very meet. How have I been behaved that he might stick the smallest opinion on my least misuse?
What is your pleasure, madam? How is it with you?
I cannot tell. Those that do teach young babes do it with gentle means and easy tasks. He might have chid me so, for in good faith I am a child to chiding.
What is the matter, lady?
Alas, Iago, my lord hath so behorred her, thrown such despite and heavy terms upon her, as true hearts cannot bear.
Am I that name, Iago?
What name, fair lady?
Such as she says my lord did say I was.
Called her whore. A beggar in his drink could not have laid such terms upon his callet.
Why did he so?
I do not know. I am sure I am none such.
Oh, do not weep, alas a day.
She forsook so many noble matches, her father and her country, all her friends, to be called whore. Would it not make one weep?
'Tis my wretched fortune.
Beshrew him for it. How comes this trick upon him?
Nay, heaven doth know.
I'll be hanged if some eternal villain, some busy and insinuating rogue, some cogging, cozening slave to get some office have not devised this slander, I'll be hanged else.
Why, there is no such man. It is impossible.
If any such there be, heaven pardon him.
I'll halter pardon him and hell gnaw his bones. Why should he call her whore? Who keeps her company? The more's abused by some most villainous knave, some base notorious knave, some scurvy fellow. Oh, heaven, that such companions thou'dst unfold and put in every honest hand a whip to lash the rascals naked through the world, even from the east to the west.
Speak within door.
Fie upon them. Some such squire he was who turned your wit the seamy side without and made you suspect me with the Moor.
You are a fool. Go to.
Oh, good Iago, what shall I do to win my lord again? Good friend, go to him, for by this light of heaven I know not how I lost him. Here I kneel. If e'er my will did trespass 'gainst his love, either in discourse of thought or actual deed, or that mine eyes, mine ears, or any sense delighted them in any other form, or that I do not yet, and ever did, and ever will, though he do shake me off to beggarly divorcement, love him dearly. Comfort forswear me, unkindness may do much, and his unkindness may defeat my life, but never taint my love. I cannot say, whore. It doth abhor me now I speak the word. To do the act that might the addition earn, not the world's mass of vanity could make me.
I pray you be content. 'Tis but his humour. The business of the state does him offence, and he doth chide with you.
If 'twere no other.
'Tis but so I warrant you. Hark how these instruments summon to supper. Go in and weep not. All things will be well.
justly with me.
What? In the contrary.
Every day thou daft'st me with some device, Iago, and rather, as it seems to me now, keep'st from me all conveniency than suppliest me with the least hope of advantage. I will indeed no longer endure it. Nor am I yet persuaded to put up in peace that which already I have foolishly suffered.
Will you hear me?
Faith, I have heard too much. For your words and performances are no kin together.
You deal with me most unjustly.
With naught but truth. I have wasted myself out of means. The jewels you have had from me to deliver to Desdemona would half have corrupted a votarist. You tell me she hath received them, and returned me expectations and comforts of sudden respect and acquaintance, but I find none.
Go to. Very well.
Very well. Go to? I cannot go to, man, nor 'tis not very well. Nay, I think it is scurvy, and begin to find myself fopped in it.
Very well.
I tell you 'tis not very well. I will make myself known to Desdemona. If she will return me my jewels, I will give over my suit and repent me my unlawful solicitations. If not, assure yourself I will seek satisfaction of you.
You have said now?
Aye, and said nothing but what I protest intentment of doing.
Why, now I see there's metal in thee. And even from this instant do build in thee a better opinion than ever before. Give me thy hand, Rodrigo. Thou hast taken against me a most just exception, but that I protest I have dealt most directly in thy affair.
It hath not appeared.
I grant indeed it hath not appeared, and your suspicion is not without wit and judgment. But, Rodrigo, if thou hast that in thee indeed, which I have greater reason to believe now than ever, I mean purpose, courage, valor, this night show it. If thou the next night following enjoy not Desdemona, take me from this world with treachery and devise engines for my life.
Well, what is it? Is it within reason and compass?
Sir, there is a special commission from Venice to depute Cassio in Othello's place.
Is that true? Why then Othello and Desdemona return again to Venice?
Oh, no. He goes into Mauritania and taketh away with him the fair Desdemona, unless his abode can be lingered here by some accident, wherein none can be so determinate as the removing of Cassio.
How do you mean removing of him?
Why, by making him incapable of Othello's place, knocking out his brains.
And that you would have me do?
Aye, if you will dare do yourself a profit and a right. He sups tonight with a harlotry, and thither will I go to him. If you will watch his going thence, which I will fashion to fall out between 12 and 1, you may take him at your pleasure. I will be there to second your attempt, and it will fall between us. Come, not stand amazed at it, but go along with me. I will show you such a necessity in his death that you will feel yourself bound to put it on him. It is now high supper time. Come, let us about it.
I will hear further reasons for this.
And you shall be satisfied. Come.
How goes it now? He looks gentler than he did.
He says he will return incontinent. He hath commanded me to go to bed and bid me to dismiss you.
Dismiss me?
It was his bidding. Therefore, good Amelia, give me my nightly wearing and adieu. We must not now displease him.
I would you had never seen him.
So would not I. My love doth so approve him that even in his stubbornness, his checks, his frowns, prithee unpin me. Have grace and favor in them.
I have laid those sheets you bade me on the bed.
All's one. Good faith. How foolish are our minds. If I do die before thee, prithee shroud me in one of those same sheets.
Come, come, you talk.
My mother had a maid called Barbary. She was in love. And he she loved proved mad and did forsake her. She had a song of willow, an old thing 'twas, but it expressed her fortune. And she died singing it. That song tonight will not go from my mind. I have much to do but to go hang my head all on one side and sing it like poor Barbie. Prithee, dispatch.
Shall I go fetch your nightgown?
No. Unpin me here. This Lodovico is a proper man.
A very handsome man.
He speaks well.
I know a lady in Venice would walk barefoot to Palestine for a touch of his nether lip.
The poor soul sat sighing by a sycamore tree. Sing all a green willow, her hand on her bosom, her head on her knee. Sing willow, willow, willow. The fresh streams ran by her and murmured her moans. Sing willow, willow, willow. Her salt tears fell from her and softened the stones. Sing willow. Lay by these. Willow, willow. Prithee, hide thee, he'll come anon. Sing all a green willow must be my garland. Let nobody blame him. His scorn I approve. Nay, that's not next. I call. Hark, who is it that knocks?
It is the wind.
I call my love false love. But what said he then? Sing willow, willow, willow. If I court more women, you'll couch with more men. So get thee gone, good night. Mine eyes do itch. Doth that bode weeping?
'Tis neither here nor there.
Oh, these men, these men. Dost thou in conscience think, tell me, Amelia, that there be women do abuse their husbands in such gross kind?
There be some such, no question.
Wouldst thou for all the world?
Why would not you?
No, by this heavenly light.
Nor I neither by this heavenly light. I might do it as well in the dark.
Wouldst thou for all the world?
The world's a huge thing. It's a great price for a small vice.
By my troth, I think thou wouldst not.
By my troth, I think I should. And then undo it when I had done it. Marry, I would not do such a thing for a joint ring, nor for measures of lawn, nor for gowns, petticoats, nor caps, nor any petty exhibition. But for all the whole world, that's pity. I would not make her husband a cuckold and make him a monarch. I would venture purgatory for it.
Beshrew me if I would do such a wrong for the whole world.
The wrong is but a wrong in the world. And having the world for your labors, it is but a wrong in your own world, and you might quickly make it right.
I do not believe there is any such woman.
Yes, a dozen. And as many to the vantage as would store the world they played for. But I do think it is their husbands' faults if wives do fall. Say they slack their duties and pour our treasures into foreign laps, or else break out in peevish jealousies, throwing restraint upon us. Or say they strike us, or scant our former having in despite. Why, we have galls, and though we have some grace, yet have we some revenge. Let husbands know their wives have sense like them. They see and smell, and have their palates both for sweet and sour as husbands have. What is it they do when they change us for others? Is it sport? I think it is. And doth affection breed it? I think it doth. Is't frailty that thus errs? It is so too. And have not we affections, desires for sport, and frailty as men have? Then let them use us well, else let them know the ills we do, their ills instruct us so.
Good night, good night. Heaven me such usage send, not to pick bad from bad, but by bad mend.